Hello, everyone. It is me, your favorite doctor. Starting kinda late. My life has been getting kind of late lately. In order to explain the random stream as well as my, my absence, I'd like to go ahead and say 16-hour shifts are a real killer. The real killer amongst the working class. So I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, welcome back to my stream, Mr. Jimmy. How's your day going? We're going to be playing some more, Slay the Princess, yes. Oh, Doctor's quiet. That's because I put on a limiter in case I started screaming. I'm going to take that off right now. Oh no, I have lost something important here. Oh, okay. I just, yes, I'm going to turn that off, turn this on. 1 second. Kill the limiter. There we go. Am I still quiet? I'm just going to start turning things off. The compressor. The compressor's dying next. How's that? Is that better? Do I sound cleaner? Am I audible? Wonderful. I think it might have been the, well, now I gotta go back and look at it, because now I don't even remember. That's how cloudy my memory's been lately. But I have an announcement to make. Unfortunately, the Sunday Atomic Sabbath is no longer going to be a thing. No, don't panic. Don't panic. It's fine. So what's going to happen is we're going to find a new day or two for the Atomic Sabbath. It's not going away. It's finding a new home on the weekday calendar. Simply because things are shifting in my life and certain things need to be done. So, with that in mind, I will have to wait momentarily until things settle a little bit in the lab in order to set a new schedule. And hopefully I'd like to do 2 a week from now on. 2 streams. Hopefully in the afternoon, because I feel so much more like myself in the afternoon. I don't know about you, but I feel like hot garbage in the morning. Forever hot garbage in the morning. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it for the announcement. Let's go ahead and start playing video games, shall we? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. And we're going to load our previous game, and let's see. This one is our latest one. Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? Oh, because it's muted. Here we are. There's sound now. I'm sorry. I stink.
She
really
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You know, there's a distinct possibility we might finish this
The interior of the
today.
cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, yes, there are more announcements. I've made some positive changes to the stream, if you couldn't tell already. I also have more emotions ready and available to use at any time. Yes, it's a good time. But anyway, if you weren't here last time for this game, Princess Slayed the Princess, is a game where we slayed the princess over and over until different things happen. Last time, I got chained to a wall for a millennia, perhaps an aeon. I fought for my life against Ghost Princess. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that passed so quickly before I even knew what was going on, but you know, good things come and pass. And also, we also just ignored the narrator, so it's one of those games. So let's go ahead and take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah, but don't call me out on my stream. I'll go full queso.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
On your mother? Yes, Mother Ham, even on the mother.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
She's going to eat me alive.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
She's chained up. There's no issue here.
You
See?
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
Oh, interesting. Return? Okay, thank goodness.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Tighten
You
grip.
ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh my goodness, she's right. I should probably just run.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We slayed the princess!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I don't know, I think maybe this time it is. Of course not, this was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
No, I'm going to finish the job.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
We're going to check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
We definitely won't if you keep talking.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
She's
Wait.
alive!
What was that?
Alive! Alive!
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
She's fully resurrected. We have to cut off her head now. Oh, wait, is that too violent? That might be a little too violent.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
I wasn't violent enough. That was not violent enough.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
Quick, let's get out of here.
It's too late for that now.
Oh, no.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
You should kiss.
Doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
I don't know if now is a good time.
For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh. Promise?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right. Fine by me. Oh, this is just like an Elden Ring boss fight where you kill the boss right before you die, and she spent so much time monologuing that it didn't really count, so I gotta go do it again.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I will have to say, the narrator is the absolute king of gaslighting.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
See, this man's played Dark Souls.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Oh, baloney.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
She really did get stabby. I've had a few dates like that, actually, over my time.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons.
Hello, Sun Healers.
So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I'm trimming, but I need both hands, but I'm here. For half a second there, I didn't quite know what you meant. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. All of this really did already happen. Okay. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Don't scratch my chair. No, don't scratch my chair. Sorry, Helix loves attention while I'm at the computer. It's the best time for him. It's kind of like a tradition for us. He jumps up in my lap and he gives me head nuzzles. Yes, that's right. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Everyone say hello to Helix. Alright, anyway. I love you, son. Did you want to come up here? Here's some room. Come on. Come on, baby boy. Come on. Fine, he's ignoring me.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You want attention, but you're ignoring me. Come on. It's an open invitation. I've sent the letter. You've received it. Come on. Okay.
We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life?
If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh, he's right about that one. There's plenty of consequences in this game.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
That's some 4D thinking. Fourth dimensional thinking right there.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
Yes, we just give her the old stabby stab and then we walk away.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip. You'll save the world in no time at all.
Proceed to the cabin. Sorry, I was
warning
trying to play this
before you
one-handed
go any
because my
further.
cat wants me.
She will lie. She will cheat.
Yes,
Could be
yes.
more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
You know, I think we should make the exact same mistake again. Just for funnies.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
Yes, this is a little
You
interesting.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
Oh
forward
God,
and
it's
rub
not
your
there.
hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
If there's two things in my unlife that I'm scared of, it's the IRS and invisible mirrors.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Anyway, I'll take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
This whole cabin is different than last time. Oh wait, we've been through that, yes. Through the splinters!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's when she's just huge, a monster like a wildebeest.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Nope, I'm going further in. Here we go! Inverted brain blast!
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
He likes
I've been
these.
stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final
Uh-oh.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Her voice is compressed. She's obviously a tape recorder in human skin.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
And we're going to do it.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Oh, no. She's been compressed and down-pitched. That's right. I know how these things work. She's a demon. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No!
What?
No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
She literally said, yeah, no. What? No, I don't have a knife.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Oh, she's sweating.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Okay, what are our options? We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
I do have to hand it to her, that's a very good question, and it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving?
You know, the more you poke me, the more belligerent I become. It's kind of, what's it called? A toxic trait of mine.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
If I had a nickel.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
What? No.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can you put your hands up for me?
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Go ahead.
Silly little birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Yeah, I mean...
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity.
No, I have my dignity. You are my plaything. I'm going to poke you now. Poke, 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 poke.
Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Sorry, I needed some water. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Okay, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. And I'm coming closer to free you. Everything in my bones right now, my once human bones are screaming, danger, danger. She's a psycho. But I think we can, trust the princess this time. Surely it won't happen twice in a row, right? Surely.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment,
She's
you
a
walk
robot!
across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of
Don't
metal
dang it!
slicing through
Don't!
meat.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
It's ours. We've been stabbed, boys. I tried to give love a chance, and look where it got me. Stabbed by a literal demon.
Hers, at first, then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Imagine having an esophagus.
Hehe.
Where were you hiding a katana? A machete? Where was that?
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Oh, that's where she was hiding it. Ah, grafting. That's very cool. I enjoy this.
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Moral of the story, never, ever, ever give love a chance. I think that's it. I don't know, we still have a third chapter.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Yeah, I'm with this guy.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
We're in control now, Mr. Narrator. Me and all the voices in my head.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
A new voice in our retinue.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Oh, is that how that works?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay,
Okay.
sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Ooh. Oh, you do know what doors are, right? That thing that was invented many, many millennia ago, or as far as I'm concerned at this current moment. You know, when Gilgamesh used a wooden door for the first time, he was just so flabbergasted.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
If I had a nickel.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
We approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Sure.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean. Okay, voice of the broken, listen. I will turn this live stream around.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Oh, it's a feeding chute.
Your body
Uh-oh.
tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh, she's not playing dumb anymore, guys.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
No, I think there's something else that matters a little more than survival in this case.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
No, did they?
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal
Oh
bickering is
my
cut
goodness.
short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh no, we are actually engaged in Mortal Kombat. There are no decisions to be made. We are going to die.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
The juice is loose!
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yes.
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
You know, I'm sure there's a sect of internet users that are really into the whole Hellraiser arm blade graft thing. And I'm not going to look into it right now.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes, it's the only way.
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
I'm going to repress you.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
How about you buy me dinner? Give her the look! Ooh, so many good options. Do we do the look? Ask her for dinner? The look.
Good look.
Yeah, you know, the look.
The look. We've all used it.
Yeah, even that guy knows.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Does the blue steel? Oh, yes.
Even I know about the look.
Even the sad, broken voice in my head knows about the look.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin.
It's working.
Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Okay, now can you put your skin flaps back on, please?
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Hey! Right now, wait. Right now, I thought you said tomorrow. No, I said maybe tonight after I do things. And I did things, and here I am, Zectoria. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We have flirted with the princess, who has blades for arms. And now, we're about to be murdered viciously with romantic subtext. Romantic subtext!
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Elden Ring can wait. Oh, is that what we're doing after this?
Blush
Oh God, she's
glowing
coming
in
right
her
at us.
cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you.
Oh no.
Ow.
Oh. Yeah, that's a mild inconvenience having, you know, at least 10 inches of steel run through your torso. That's a mild inconvenience.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
Yeah, maybe when she's done stabbing us over multiple iterations, she'll finally go out on that date with us. See, the moral of the story wasn't to never give love a chance, it's to always give love a chance. I think I've done at least 5 endings. It's been a while, Zectoria. We're just taking it as it comes at this point.
Oh, a new one of us.
Ooh, voice in my head.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
We're working on it.
You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Yes, we're fine.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Perfect wife material, fellas. Perfect wife material.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
No.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
That is absolutely brilliant. I've never thought about that before. If we stack enough voices in our head, eventually one of them is going to have the answers here. This is the plan. Let's get to it.
As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
That's right.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. That's the same as this one. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better. We're going to let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
We just need to bonk it harder.
She skewers you.
More points into strength.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
She's getting more swords. Oh, Ooh.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Welcome back, Contrarian.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
She skewers you.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think.
These endings are super secret. So many people go through this game and never get this ending. Well, you're talking to the same person who sussed out the good ending in Grow Your Grandpa on their first playthrough. So, I think I have a little bit of a horn to toot when it comes to finding secrets. Unless it's the Binding of Isaac, then at which point I suck at getting secrets because I don't have the skills. I do not have the skills.
She skewers you.
Oh, I've been skewered again, sorry. Still so proud about that. Yes. I only needed to play that game once for the good ending.
We're getting
And why would
close
you
to
look up the
something,
bad
can't you
ending? It's
feel it?
bad.
One last time.
No. Fighting again.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes, RNG is not my friend, Zectoria. Mutually assured destruction. Ooh, MAD.
You're on it. Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Yep, we're going.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
No, not now, Contrarian.
Over my dead body.
I guess I did make it past chapter 3.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Now that's the spirit.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
That's right.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Ooh, the opportunist.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
This isn't good. This is...
How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Me after dying to a Shadow of the Erd Tree boss at least 50 times in one sitting.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide. We know.
No, it's a spiked pit.
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Just like she likes us.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
She's turned into a razorback porcupine.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
That's, not going to lie, pretty badass.
Are you ready for what comes next?
You know, at this point, I can't really say I could hope to win.
Holy shit!
Indeed.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Okay.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Ooh.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
The ultimate sword. The ultimate weapon.
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Well, we never stab her in the back.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
Narrator,
is all just a
this
sick
is
joke.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
She's still a monster. We're going to shut you up too. I'm having a panic attack. Let's go.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You speak beautifully for someone with no vocal cords. How many voices have you met? Oh, about 2/3 of the voices I had just then. You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you are already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Yes, flow state. I think they call it, what is it? Ultra Instinct? I got that genetic sequence out of a spaceman recently. It was a very interesting vivisection. I had to bust out an interior concrete saw. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You're unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, look, she's up there, ready to go. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Have you met Paranoia yet? Probably not. He's one of the ones I haven't found. Hmm.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I'm convinced he's like some kind of eldritch elder god. But I know that for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Oh, I never really answered her question, did I?
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Okay.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I wasn't really going to mourn this one, but you go off, Queen. Go off. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
No, we are getting close. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
I guess I am this far already, Zectoria. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Do 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 do. Forget it, not
Are
doing
you
this.
serious? Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But then eat. So sure, go talk to her. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the prince.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Ignore him.
Blah blah blah, we've been through this before.
The interior of the blade.
We are going to enter the basement with no blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
This one's a good one.
Hypnotizing.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part
Oh,
of
this
the
is all new
manipulation.
dialogue. Sorry, sorry.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I think we should let that sink in. You know, in the Elon Musk example, he brought one into the Twitter headquarters. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to bash her
Wait, really?
with a sink.
You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I think you know what's going on. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't think so.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Gamer logic says otherwise.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Okay, don't get murdered.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, are you trying to force my hand, dear narrator?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh
hesitates
my
before
goodness!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Listen, there's other things we could have tried. There's other things. You know, I'm always good for a good gore show, but jumping right to it doesn't seem very sensible.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
We need to save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Delicious.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh, you know what? That's another thing. She could have just cut her thumb off.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
That's because she's, what was I going to say? She's a real old lady. Only real ladies can chew through the bone
No,
with no issue.
she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Maybe we should perform some. Now, I'm a doctor and not licensed, however. I lost that a long time ago, but maybe we should stem the flow? Just a thought. just a little thought, you know.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, hold on. I didn't agree to this time.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Oh, I know.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Yes, he is overstepping, and he needs to mind his boundaries.
We both know this isn't you.
We've only known each other for like 5 minutes. That's a lot of trust you're putting in me, especially with this horrible mani-pedi I got.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Don't you know you're a bird, man? I thought I was some sort of bird.
Whatever.
Golem
She sinks
monster.
the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of
burning pain that slices its way into your body.
You know, murder doesn't really come easy to everyone. Not everyone can be as good as I am. With the one swift strike to the chest that I always do here. You know, some people don't know anatomy, and that's okay. If you're one of those people out there that do not know proper anatomy, there's schools for that. Yes. And body farms, which I've made a video on, so you should look at body farms and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That's some vibes right there.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Nope.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep...
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time,
The
did he?
smitten!
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I kind of assumed that the smitten would listen to no reason other than his own love because he's smitten.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
True and real. Alright, go to the cabin. We gotta get this rescue mission underway.
A warning. She will lie.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
To the cabin, let's go!
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need...
Now, here's the thing. What if something happens up there that we need a knife for? Because there could be an assassination attempt other than us, you know. Of course, we're the only two people in this world, so that's not really something that would happen. But what if we need the knife again to help with an issue like we did before? But what if bringing the knife up there breaks trust? Ooh, so many moral dilemmas! And approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? This is.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your. But there was a mirror.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I only see a wolf. We'll take the knife. It's a
Take
tool.
the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Welcome to the stream, Todd. You might be a little late, but you're getting to the good part.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
Sorry about that. I had to read a little something. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Ooh, he's good.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
She remembers us. It's always a good sign, in romance, when the girl you're talking to remembers you after the first conversation.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Ooh.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Oh, that's right. I did go with the path of total resistance first, didn't I? I didn't go for this ending first because I knew that would be too easy and wouldn't make for an interesting series to watch at a later time. But every good story has a rise and eventually a fall after the resolution. I think we're peaking up to the resolution at this point.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I think he's finally caught on, folks. He knows that we're up to some wacky business behind the scenes.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Ooh.
Now,
Oh, I've been
hold on,
saying
if
that a
she
lot. I need to
actually
stop.
ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Thank you, Smitten
Are
Man.
you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Rescue the princess. Oh.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Does that mean she has more memories than just
That's
us?
because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Does she also have a bunch of voices like the Smitten? Oh, she very well could.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Like the chat said just a little bit ago, we could probably, dislocate a thumb and put it back later,
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Honestly, I'd rather find another way.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No, I think we might be in a one-sided relationship.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
That's giving me red flags, and I'm not sure why.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want to end the world.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
That probably won't work nearly as well as it did last time. Because, we both know about it.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
Oh, he definitely would. I can feel it.
I would.
He would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Wow.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
I don't really like turning back in the
Is
middle
that
of
a threat?
a decision that I've already made.
You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Okay, someone's jealous. Oh no, you missed the gimmick for this route. Oh, you mean stabbing her in the back at the last second? I really did think about it.
And what happens after we walk
I
up
really
the
did think
stairs?
about it.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
And
The lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
We're walking straight out of this.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Insurmountable, as in unable to be mounted. Wait a minute. Just strike that from the record.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Oh, he's getting crunk. He's excited for us.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
No, the void! The void!
Where did everything go?
No! No! All that work for nothing. I mean, honestly, I kind of expected this to happen from the beginning, but, you know, I could live my dreams for a little longer. Oh well, let's get back to it.
Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Oh, she becomes more generic the more you talk about happiness and joy. That's funny.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Sadness.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Sorry, Smitten, you've got to go. It's the end for you, but not for me. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small and distant as you approach. Gaze into your own reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But this isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, a faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh my god! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. Oh, he's back there. Oh. He's a rat? Is he a rat? Those look like rat eyes. I know I saw a crow earlier, but these look like rat eyes.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I'm pretty sure I saw a crow, honestly. If you're not me, then what are you? What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
So many good questions. If you made me, what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Interesting development. A god. I always knew I was special.
Yes, you are special, unique even, and you still have a task that you need to do, and only you can do it.
Are you a part of me or something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
I have to be selective with my questions. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
That is a selfish desire. I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Run out of questions. Ooh, we could lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh my. Oh my goodness.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. The music is beautiful, by the way. And also, I hope I don't get contact restricted, honestly. There's a lot going on here.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
They're just doing girl stuff. Okay. I'll buy that.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
But aren't they all the same person? You're right, Zectoria, you're right.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. Your left leg drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another.
Did I click on something?
Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Oh my goodness. Argue. Ooh, there's. Address this vessel's statement directly. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight with the air. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand. A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
She did say at the beginning of the game that you needed to bring some of the endings to her and the rest would find their way to complete her. That's true, but it looks like the endings I have chosen are taking a spotlight here.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Oh, hello, Dean. Welcome. Welcome to stream. It's our little baby cat, Dean. Hello, Dean. Hello, sweet baby boy. Oh, I squeeze cat. I squeeze cat. Yes, it's Dean. He's here. You know it's him because of the bell. Would you like to say anything, Dean? Oh, he's just nuzzling. Oh, he's just nuzzling. He's such a good baby. Alright, there you go, son. Goodness, there's a lot to... So many choices! You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what anybody... Address this vessel's statement directly. If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Oh, these options stayed the same. Address this vessel's statement directly. That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
Hello?
A shiver passes
Uh-oh.
through his unseen
We've got
fingers
problems,
across your
fellas.
skin. I remember the violence you inflicted on me, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours.
We've got problems, fellas. She's back.
You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free.
What are we? Yes.
Without sin, there is no redemption.
We have to address this vessel's direct... Alright, what'd she say? I was too busy. Too busy. Okay, return. And I would sacrifice everything to free you again.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective. But if you keep dismissing mine... If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh, okie dokie. Ah, the sketches are getting better. Where's the 3D one?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
This is the first route we went down, actually, where we decided to just ignore everything.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Honestly, I have very simple ambitions for being a god. Most gods would want to destroy universes, enslave all living races, etc., etc. But no, I'm just looking for the best possible ending, because that's what I do. Oh, hello! They're doing girl stuff outside. I just noticed. Okay. Anyway. Good riddance.
Good riddance? Really? I'm gonna miss the guy. Yeah, right. He really put us through hell, didn't he?
Nope, not really. I'm still me. Despite it all, despite everything that's happened, I am still me. We'll take the blade, just for option's sake.
That's probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right? So, you're not gonna suggest we throw it out the window?
I don't think there's anywhere to throw it out the window.
No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves. You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if I suggest that twice, especially since you never took me up on it last time.
Oh, we remembered.
There's the guy I know.
Throw the blade out the window. No. If the offer still stands, can you describe the cabin to us? For old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore.
Oh, that's Dean. Our dark lady has Dean in a upside-down scruff lock.
It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places.
There's
There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. windows.
Very cool.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he?
No, he never did.
I always thought they were implied.
Same here, honestly. That's a good point. The designers know the game that they designed very well.
He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there.
Excuse me.
It's gone, though. I think it did whatever it needed to do.
The mirror is gone.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
He's right. Enter the basement.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
It's really funny that this is the first thing that I ever did. It's supposed to be like, oh, I chose the simple choices, and here we are, going down normal staircases. But me and my non-compliance led this to be my Omega and my Alpha here. Isn't that grand? I am contrarian, through and through.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
Well, Zictorian, I think I may as well be the god of Contraria. No, not controversy. I'm not the god of controversy. No, 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 no. No.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
Oh, she's here.
We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
God of botflies. Oh, perhaps. No, actually, no, that's boring.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
I can explain a little bit after, but because this game is very complicated. Oh yes, you sure could.
That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So, you brought the knife. After everything you've seen, and all the lives we've lived together, you still aren't sure what you want to do? Unless you are. We just hope you're sure of yourself, one way or the other.
No, I just brought the knife because it's an extra option. Sit with them. No, she's adorable now. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful.
Oh, okay. They've learned.
That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
Wait, was your first princess the stranger? Yes. Yes. I told you I have a way to suss these things out.
Yeah. We really are the same.
Oh, maybe I'm the god of choice-based gameplay. Super secret ending! Yes! Master of puppets pulling my strings. Okay, anyway. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
We don't think there's a way for us to leave. But maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. The way it all works seems to be based on you. If you believe we can do something, then we can do it. So believe that we can put it all back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget. Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
No, choose to forget to save the world?
Why wouldn't it be what we want? Especially if it brings him back. We can't keep going without a nemesis.
They're playing on my original thoughts going into this game. They're bringing up nostalgia of my own mind. My own thoughts from back then are coming back to me. I didn't want to listen to that narrator. Screw him. I don't want to forget you. Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you believe we can give them more time, then we can give them more time. It's all up to you.
Yeah. Don't underestimate the power of our thoughts. You've seen what they can do. You haven't even seen the half of it.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we can choose to do it all again. We'll always be able to start over, if that's what all of us want.
I don't want to forget you.
We don't want to forget you either, but that's what we would have to do.
A single tear forms in one eye and slides down their cheek. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
I don't think we ever really forget, anyway. There's always something that draws us back together. Some buried memory that both of us treasure.
Is there any other way?
Our options are limited to what that knife offers us. Either we use it to put things back, or you kill us. We're sure you can figure out which one we'd prefer. But we don't want to influence you. We're sure you'll do what you think is best. If it's time for it to be over, it's time for it to be over. As much as we might want a few more precious lifetimes with you.
Technically, this is a good moral quandary. Technically, if we reset, she's going to forget everything. And basically, all those lifetimes she wanted to spend with us, she won't know about it. The slate gets wiped clean. However, the idea of continuing the cycle itself has romantic undertones. However, oh, actually, it looks like we only have two real options here. We slay the princess and end death, or we agree to the plan and keep the mechanism in motion forever. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
There's no turning back now. You came down here with the knife, which means the knife has to get used. Or there wouldn't have been any meaning to taking it. And this place is all about meaning. But if that's what you want, you can always hope that the next you will want that too. But there's only one way to give him that choice.
Yeah, we're already here and we've already brought the blade, and nobody wanted to throw it out the window. We can't just go back now. One way or another, we'll have to see this through. There's your third beat. Hey, you're right. There it is. Can't say it's very funny, though.
Then let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay. If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. Speak for yourself. Maybe I'll see you too. Maybe I won't.
Mm-hmm.
They take the blade from our hand and stare fondly into our eyes.
I'll see you soon.
Everything is going to be okay. We love you.
The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
I was expecting credits after that. Silently continue. You're on a path in the woods, and at that path, you have completed the game and completed one ending. Very good. Well, this has been a fantastic game. I'm very glad I came back to it. It's got all the horror, the gore, and all the feelies. Although I can't help but feel that that ending was a little lackluster. But if it's a super secret ending, then I am proud to have found it. Oh, look at the cat. I have one of these. Look at him. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was a good ending. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Our song, The Princess, Mutually Assured Destruction. Oh, so these are all the songs of my playthrough. Well, let's go ahead and snip that for posterity's sake, then. Uno momento. Alrighty. I've got that. Explore, join the Discord, join the mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make your playlist, play our other game, return to the main menu. Well, everyone at home, that was Slay the Princess. Filled with thrills, spills, blood, gore, violence, passion, and romance. There are 3 different good endings. Good to know! That is very good to know. And now that I have made 1 full playthrough on stream, that means I can play this game in my own time now, like I've been itching to do! Yes, that sounds like a grand idea. That was Slay the Princess. I hope that you all enjoyed watching this 2-part series, which I may or may not be chopping up into smaller bits later on. Let me know, future me, if you decide to do that. And I will see you all in the next stream. And as always, every day is a good day to learn something horrible. Wait a minute. Oh! I was just about to hit the turn stream off button. Oh, also, has my window been buggy this entire time and no one told me? That's very cool. Oh well. Anyway, I have been Dr. Bane. It is time for me to go. Bye-bye.